It's, we have COD number 9. Okay, anybody else? Anyone here on case number COD 1300749?
Yes, sir.
And if you would, what is your name, sir?
Gene Strebel. I'm here on behalf of Alpatelli Law and PHH Mortgage Corporation. It's the current property owner. I know this case has a long history. I think we're here on the fourth affidavit of noncompliance. My understanding is that the owner has applied for permits, and as soon as the permits are approved, they plan on completing the last of the work within 2 weeks.
And so what are you asking for, additional time? Where are you in the foreclosure process? Are you the owner of the property now?
Yes, yes. PHH Mortgage took title to the property in 2011. And there's been at least 2 orders imposing liens on the property that I've seen. One, I think, for $10,400, and another one for over $9,000.
Affidavit of noncompliance, you've got, what, $9,210 pending?
At today's, yes.
And what's the holdup in the compliance with the previous orders?
Well, right now they're waiting for permits to be approved.
Okay, and have they been applied for?
Yes.
Okay, and how long ago?
I don't know when the permits were applied for.
Sir, go ahead.
Yes, Lyndon Reinwald, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County. I'd like to point out that this affidavit is for the period that expired on June 5th of 2014. So it is the conditions that existed at the property at that date, not today.
Okay. All right. Anything further, counsel?
That's all.
All right. I'll find that the affidavit will be accepted as stated, and we'll move on. I understand that you're going to be here for another case, so if you just be seated, and then we'll call you back up because I have to take care of the other consent affidavits.
All right. I just had a question. Does that mean that you're imposing the lien of 9210?
Yes, for the date stated.
Okay.
That's the only other. Okay. With regard to the other consent affidavits, well, I'll accept those as stated. Be my order. All right, moving on to new business, calling case COD 1400360, HSB Bank USA, property address 152 Torrington Street, Port Charlotte.
Officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Officer Rick Dalton, Charlotte County Certified Code Compliance Officer, Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes, they do.
Do you have any documents in this case?
Yes, 2 expired permits.
I'd like to offer the photographs and permitting records into evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
Be shown at the council.
Picture's not coming up.
They won't tell you the case. They just want to make sure
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
Any objections, Council?
No.
Okay. We'll call this County Composite Exhibit 1. You give me a minute to review it, please.
Just for the record, Gene Strebel on behalf of the law offices of Daniel Consuegra.
Composite Exhibit 1 will be admitted into evidence.
Land and I. Oh, and was in this repair. Okay.
Yes, sir. You have any other evidence to offer, sir?
Just my chronology.
Would you please?
The property in violation is located at 152 Torrington Street, Port Charlotte, Florida. The zoning district is RSF 3.5, residential single-family 3.5 units per acre. On March 14th, March 17th, 2014, a site inspection and review of the Charlotte County permitting database found outside storage of shelving, wood, rusty canoe, and other construction debris in the backyard, as well as an expired roof permit, number 2004-093671, which had expired on September 22, 2004, and a bathroom addition permit, number 2006-041017, which had expired on April 14, 2006. Additionally, the property was found to be vacant and not registered with the county's vacant property registration program, and the pool was not being maintained in a clean and sanitary manner and was in disrepair. A 30-day warning letter was sent to correct the violations. May 23rd, 2014, I received a call from AltaSource, the management company for the bank, stating they were trying to gain access to the house to make corrections. On June 12, 2014, reinspection of the site and review of the permitting database found no change in conditions. 4 pictures were taken. On June 16, 2014, notice of violation was prepared. June 18, 2014, notice of violation was sent out in accordance with requirements of Chapter 162, then returned to our offices July 14th as undeliverable. On June 19, I posted the notice of violation on the property. On August 1st, 2014, I performed a final inspection, check of the database, and found the permit still had not been renewed, no change in conditions, 1 picture taken.
Thank you, sir. County have anything else?
Just our recommended penalty.
Counsel?
This case, the former owner lives across the street, apparently, and is still accessing the property. The HSBC was just put into possession by a writ of possession on July 11th. So less than 30 days. Now they've gotten possession of the property, but apparently there's still a trespassing issue with the former owner. They have hired an AltaSource, the property preservation company, to come in and cure the violations on the property. They sent a representative here today as well to work with code compliance and bring the property into compliance, and they're just asking for time to do that.
And then when do you anticipate that would be done?
Well, apparently they're going out to the property today after
Not necessarily
this hearing.
today, but maybe sometime this week.
But I guess it might be some time with having to apply for the permits or get the expired permits renewed or off the books. Or apparently the inside of the property has been gutted, so
All right. Anything else to offer, sir?
that's all.
Following my finding of facts. Okay. Case number COD 14-00360, HSBC Bank USA involving parcel number 402201181-003, located at 152 Torrington Street, Port Charlotte, Florida. In terms of I find that a violation does exist on the property as in the charging instruments. Does the county have any recommendation as to the appropriate remedy?
Yes, the county requests that the respondents be found in violation of sections 3-2-115, 3-9-32 sub D, and 3-9-82.1 of the Charlotte County Code, sections 105.4 and 110.3 of the Florida Building Code, sections 301.2 and 303.1 of the International Property Maintenance Code, and that they be given 30 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations, comply with the Florida building codes by renewing the expired permit and passing all inspections and securing the pool, bringing the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code, and thereafter face a fine of $100 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist, and for the entry of a 2-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations, and for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance, and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
Thank you. Okay. All right, then I'll accept the county's recommendation, and I'll go over this again, Council, so you can write it down. So you look like you were kind of scrambling there.
No, I got it. The only thing that really kind of stuck out to me was the mention of securing the pool. I don't recall that being in the notice of violation. But I mean, plaintiff is the owner of the property is ready and willing to cure and secure the pool. So
Under 303.1 of the International Property Maintenance Code, I believe covers that. It's also set forth in the notice of violation. Okay.
I guess I'd also ask that we be given more than 30 days to cure the violations. And we're here, we're active, we're trying to get it done. I'm just not sure 30 days is going to be enough time.
And how much time do you think it realistically is going to take? Because I don't want to have you keep coming back.
Right. I think I want to defer to my property preservation.
I would say 60 days.
60 days.
And the county, he's requesting a 60-day to cure. What is your position on that?
We have no objections to 60 days.
Alrighty. Then I'll accept the county's recommendation modified. You have 60 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations, comply with the Florida building codes, and renew the expired permit, and pass all inspections in securing the pool, and to bring the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code. We're still going to have the $100 a day penalty with 2-year cease and desist for the zoning violations and abatement.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're starting a new procedure now where you'll be given the order momentarily.
Oh, wonderful.
So,
there was an update on the mailing list for this property. There's a new law firm that's representing the plaintiff. It's law offices of Daniel Consuegra. I saw that they weren't noticed, but I've put them on the sign-in sheet. So.
Oh, okay, I'll send them a copy.
Okay.
okay.
Great.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you.
Remember, we have to change it to 60 days.
Would it be possible to get 2 copies, or is there somewhere I can make a copy? I'd like to send one with my property preservation.
I have to defer to the clerk. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a problem.
No.
Thank you.
While you're preparing the order, if I could just jump in real quick to explain to the viewers at home what's going on here. We're trying out a new process whereby we're trying to get the orders done immediately after the special magistrate registers his order. That way it makes the process far more efficient. The people have the hard copy in their hands when they leave here so that they can start addressing the issues immediately. We find that while it might make the meetings a couple minutes longer, it should really help the people to get out there and know exactly what they need to do and have their orders in hand.
Thank you. Hopefully that'll work out well. And
again, it's all a work in process, so today there's probably going to be a few hiccups, but again, this is a new process, and we're hoping that it works well.
yes, Kasey?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. At this time, I'm calling case number COD 14-00394, Shannon Shockley, address of the property 22055 Marshall Avenue, Port Charlotte. Do we have anyone here on that case?
That would be item G on the agenda.
Yes, item G. Thanks.
If I may approach, Ray Anderson on behalf of Morris, Hardwick, and Schneider. We're attorneys for Bank of America. This property is currently in foreclosure.
Yes, sir. We'll get to that in just a minute. I just want to go ahead and...
Certainly.
You're welcome to stay there if you'd like, or you can sit down, whatever you're more comfortable with. Let the county proceed.
Officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Rhonda Leonard, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes, they do.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No, I don't.
I would like to offer the photographs and evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
Okay, for the record, counsel, do you have any objection?
No.
The property in violation is located at 22055 Marshall Avenue in Port Charlotte. The owner of record is Shannon Shockley, and the zoning district's RSF 3.5. On February 20th, I conducted an inspection finding a vacant house with outside storage of miscellaneous items, including but not limited to fence panels, composite roof material, metal poles, trash, broken lawn furniture, and assorted other debris, creating a junk-like condition and a prohibited use of the property. There was unprotected exterior door frames, damaged exterior walls, screens missing from windows, unprotected fascia and soffit on the front overhang, the fence in a state of disrepair, and exposed wiring. A warning letter was sent to the owner, giving 30 days to comply. I conducted a reinspection on June 10th, and as evidenced in the photographs, found no change in conditions. Further noted, the roof appears to be in disrepair, the interior is not being maintained in a clean and sanitary condition, and evidence of insect and rodent activity. Search of the clerk of court found a Liz pendants recorded May 7th, 2014. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent via certified mail on June 19th and was served in accordance with Chapter 162 of the Florida statutes by posting on June 30th. I conducted the final inspection on July 31st and, as evidenced in the photographs, found no change in conditions.
Thank you, Mr. County. Have anything else to present?
Just the recommendation.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Counsel, you say that you're representing the lender in the matters in foreclosure.
Yes.
Where are you in the foreclosure process?
Early on, unfortunately, the complaint was filed on May 6th. We were able to serve the property owner on June 14th. Property owner is currently living out of state, excuse me, but I was able to provide the current home address for the property owner to Officer Leonard prior to the hearing. So we are very early on. We have not yet even moved for a default or even started litigating the case other than the complaint being filed and the property owner being served.
Do you have anything else, sir?
No, sir.
All right. Is there any, and I omitted this from the last one. I'll make sure that I do it this time. Is there any public comment on this particular charge or these charges? None being noted, does the county have a recommendation?
County requests that the respondents be found in violation of Sections 3-9-32 sub D and 3-9-82.1 of the Charlotte County Code, Sections 301.2, 301.3, 302.7, 304.2, 304.6, 304.7, 304.9, 304.13, 304.14, 305.1, 305.3, 309.1, and 604.3 of the International Property Maintenance Code, and that they be given 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations and 30 days to bring the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code, or thereafter face a fine of $50 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist. For the entry of a 2-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations, and for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance, and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
All right, regarding case COD 14-00394, let's see, do we have the parcel ID 402214155002. I find that the conditions exist in violation of the cited codes, except the recommendation by the county. It's hereby ordered that the respondent property owner has 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations, 30 days to bring the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code, assessment of $50 a day fine with a 2-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations and abatement. Council, just stand by, then we'll provide you with a copy of the
Thank you very much.
order. Then. I didn't fill this out. Okay. Okay. wait for her to return. Oh, there goes the line. All right. All right. At this time, we'll go to item 8B on the agenda, case number COD 14-01321, Investment Group South, property 7436 Brandywine Drive, Inglewood, Florida.
If I may jump in real quick for a second to ask a procedural question, if you would. Since there's nobody here anymore to speak on any of the items, would it be more efficient of our time to, as we go through these and render the order, if Sandy is printing out and getting everything, so at the end it's a bulk signing to get all these others done, or would it be, what would you like to do? So I'm seeing that it's taking a bit of time, and all these are relatively, as they're uncontested, typically go relatively quickly. So if you're hearing the next case while she's printing out and continue to move it that way,
I just
that
want,
might be.
because this is new process, I
Right.
wanted to make sure she had enough time to do what she did,
Right.
so she didn't get backlogged and make a mistake.
Right.
But
No, I understand. That's why I'm just throwing it out there for, to see how we want to proceed.
Your input?
That's fine.
Okay, then I'll just keep it moving then.
Okay.
And,
And that way that at the end you'll get writer's cramp.
sure. Okay.
Okay, officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Darcy Nicolosi, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No.
I'd like to offer the photographs and evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
There being no objection, they're admitted as County Exhibit, Composite Exhibit 1.
The property in violation is located at 7436 Brandywine Drive, Inglewood, Florida, and is zoned RSF 3.5. On May 28th, I conducted an inspection finding outside storage of 3 boats on unlicensed trailers being stored on a vacant lot. A letter was sent to the owner giving 10 days to comply. On June 10th, I conducted a re-inspection finding the conditions remained the same. On June 18th, the notice of hearing, notice of violation was sent in accordance with Chapter 162 and received by the respondent. On July 29th, I conducted a re-inspection finding conditions remained the same as evidenced in the photographs.
Okay. Anything else from the county?
Just the recommendation.
Please.
The county requests that respondent be found in violation of sections 3-9-32 sub D, 3-9-61, 3-9-82.1, and 3-9-62.1 sub C sub 1 of the Charlotte County Code, that they be given 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations or thereafter face a fine of $100 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist, and for the entry of a 2-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations. And for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance, and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
All right. I accept the, well, let me back up and say that I find that the allegations of the charging notice of violation have been proven, that these violations do exist. I accept the county's recommendation and order in case number COD 14-013125, Investment Group South, parcel ID 412012328007. I'm ordering that the respondent property owner have 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations with a $100 a day fine, a 2-year cease and desist order on the from committing the zoning violations and abatement. Okay, item 8D under new business, calling case C0D 1400928, Ryan Legan, Legan, and Courtney Taylor. Property address 22286 Midway Boulevard, Port Charlotte, Florida. County ready to proceed?
Officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Officer Rick Dalton, Certified Code Compliance Officer, Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes, they do.
Do you have any documents in this case?
Yes, an expired permit.
I'd like to offer the photographs and permitting records and evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
There being no objection, Composite Exhibit 1 for the county is accepted into evidence. County recommendation, please.
The county requests that respondent be found in violation of sections 105.4 and 110.3 of the Florida Building Code and be given 30 days from the date of this order to renew the expired permits and pass all inspections in accordance with the Florida Building Code, or thereafter face a fine of $50 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist.
And, case number COD 1400928, I find that the violations per the notice of violation have been proven and do exist on the property. The recommendation of the Code Enforcement Board is hereby accepted. Property owner has 30 days from the date of this order to renew the expired permits and to pass all inspections in accordance with the Florida Building Code, and we're assessing I'm assessing a $50 per day fine.
I believe Mr. Officer Dalton has additional testimony in this case.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were finished.
No problem. The property in violation is located at 22286 Midway Boulevard, Port Charlotte, Florida. The zoning district is RSF 3.5 residential single family, 3.5 units per acre. On April 17, 2014, I reviewed the Charlotte County permitting database and found that a sliding glass door and window permit had expired on September 15, 2005. I sent a 30-day warning letter requesting owner renew the permit and obtain the required inspections. May 21st, reinspection of the site and review of the permitting database found no change in conditions. 2 pictures were taken. On May 22, 2014, a notice of violation was prepared. June 11, 2014. On June 11, 2014, the notice of violation was sent out in accordance with requirements of Chapter 162. On June 16, 2014, the certified mail was accepted by the owner of the property. On August 2014, I performed a final inspection, checked the database, found the permit still had not been renewed.
Anything further?
The recommendation remains the same.
Well, still, I'm going to restate it. I made my findings of fact based on the photographs, but the additional testimony was accepted, and my prior ruling stands.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, that is. All right, item 8E, case number COD 1302833, Rod Rummel, property address 170 Concord Drive, Port Charlotte, Florida. County ready to proceed?
Yes, officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Charlie Bush, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County, Florida.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No, I do not.
I'd like to offer the photographs into evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
There being no objection, the composite exhibit County 1 is admitted into evidence.
Location of the violation is 170 Concord Drive, and the property is zoned RSF 3.5. On January 2nd, 2014, an inspection was conducted finding a fire-damaged home without a demo permit or an unregistered abandoned property. On February 2nd, the letter was sent giving 30 days to comply, and on August 16th, 2014, an inspection was conducted finding no permits on file, and the property was not registered as vacant and abandoned. On April 17, 2014, an inspection was conducted finding the property not registered, no permits were on file, and on June 13, 2014, notice of violation, notice of hearing was mailed pursuant to Chapter 162. And on August 4, 2014, I conducted the final inspection, finding no permits in the Charlotte County database, and all conditions remain substantially the same as evidenced by the photographs.
Can you have anything further?
The county requests that respondent be found in violation of sections 301.2, 301.3, 304.6, 304.7, 304.13, and 304.15 of the International Property Maintenance Code, and be given 30 days from the date of this order to bring the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code, or thereafter face a fine of $100 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist. And for the matter be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance, and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
All right, case COD 1302833, property owner Rod Rummel, address 170 Concord Drive, parcel ID 402222387004. I find that the evidence today establishes that the violations do exist and that there is a violation on the property. I accept the county's recommendation and order property owner to bring the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code within 30 days of the issuance of my order, assess a $100 a day fine with the abatement requested by the county. One too many. Ready to go? All right, item 8F, case COD 14-00758, William Nolan Jr., property address 4095 Tamiami Trail, Port Charlotte, Florida. Is the county ready to proceed?
Yes, officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Charlie Bush, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County, Florida.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No, I do not.
Like,
Well, I do have an applied permit in rejection.
I'd like to offer the photographs and permitting records into evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
Location of the violation is 4095 Tamiami Trail, and it's zoned commercial intensive. On April 1st, 2014, I received a complaint for an unpermitted deck in front of Willie's Bar. I conducted an inspection, finding a new deck was there without a permit. A 30-day letter was sent to the owner for compliance. On May 6th, I received a review of the permit database, found no permits were applied. On June 19th, 2014, the notice of violation was mailed pursuant to Chapters 162, and on August 4th, I conducted a final inspection, finding the review of the Charlotte County database, finding the permit is applied for and it's in rejection in zoning.
All right, I accept the composite Exhibit 1 into evidence. Is there any other evidence that the county has?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. Any recommendation?
County requests that respondent be found in violation of sections 3-9-5 sub B of the Charlotte County Code and section 105.1 of the Florida Building Code, and be given 30 days from the date of this order to apply for and obtain all necessary permits in accordance with the Florida Building Code, or thereafter face a fine of $100 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist.
All right, I accept the county's recommendation. Therefore, in case COD 1400758, I find that the notice of violation charges have been proven and they exist on the property. Therefore, I find William Nolan Jr. guilty. Hereby order him to apply for and obtain all necessary building permits within 30 days of the date of this order and assess a $100 per day fine. Oh, okay. Okay, we're item 8H on the agenda, case number COD 14-00863, Anthony and Joanna Gubler, G-U-B-L-E-R, property address 21930 Calvin Lane, Port Charlotte, Florida. County ready to proceed?
Officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Rhonda Leonard, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes, they do.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No.
We'd like to offer the photographs and evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
Composite Exhibit 1 is hereby admitted into evidence.
Property in violation is located at 21930 Calvin Lane in Port Charlotte. The owners of record are Anthony and Joanna Gubler, and the zoning district's RSF 3.5. On April 10th, I conducted an inspection finding the grass near violation again. 3 photos were taken at that time. The case was prepared directly for hearing as a recurring offender due to public nuisance cases in June of 2012, September of 2013, and February of 2014, in which the county abated the violation and liens were placed on the property. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on April 23rd. Certified mail was returned unclaimed on May 27th. Case was continued to July and was served in accordance with Chapter 162 of the Florida statutes by posting on May 27th. I conducted a reinspection on June 25th and, as evidenced in the photos, found no change in conditions. The case was continued to August due to no quorum at the July CEB. The property was reposted on July 8th. I conducted the final inspection on July 30th and, as evidenced in the photos, found the grass remains in violation.
County have anything further?
The county requests that respondent be found in violation of Section 2-5-72 of the Charlotte County Code, be given 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations, or thereafter face a fine of $50 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist, for the entry of a 2-year cease and desist order, and for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance, and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
Okay, Charlotte County versus Gubler, case number COD 14-00863. I find that the allegations in the notice of violation have been proven, that the violations of the cited sections do exist. I hereby find Anthony and Joanna Gubler guilty, and hereby order that they have 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations. They're hereby assessed $50 a day fine with a 2-year cease and desist order to prohibit any further zoning violations and the abatement requested. Thank you. All right, I next call item 8I of the agenda, case number COD 14-00870, and you'll have to bear with me on the name. I'll OQAB, and I'll spell the last name ABUOQAB, property address 21090 Iona Avenue, Port Charlotte, Florida. County ready to proceed?
Officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Rhonda Leonard, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No.
I'd like to offer the photographs and evidence at Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
There being no objection, the County Exhibit 1 is admitted into evidence.
Property in violation is located at 21090 Ionia Avenue in Port Charlotte. The owner of record is OCAB Abacab, and the zoning district's RSF 3.5. On April 14th, I conducted an inspection finding excessive growth of grass and weeds exceeding 12 inches in height and encompassing more than 50% of the mowable lot, and outside storage of miscellaneous items including but not limited to wood, fence panels, and assorted other debris, creating a junk-like condition. 5 photos were taken at that time. The case was prepared directly for hearing as a repeat offender due to previous case COD-10-00998 for the violation of junk, in which the cease and desist order expired February of 2013, and the grass has been cut twice through the notice of public nuisance process, and liens have been placed on the property. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on April 23rd. I conducted a reinspection on May 28th, and as evidenced in the photos, found no change in conditions. Certified mail was returned June 3rd, unclaimed. The case was continued to July. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was served in accordance with Chapter 162 of the Florida statutes by posting on June 3rd. I conducted a reinspection on June 25th, and as evidenced in the photos, found no change in conditions. The case was continued to August due to no quorum at the July CEB. Property was reposted on July 7th. I conducted the final inspection on July 30th, and as evidenced in the photos, found no change in conditions.
Anything from the county? Further?
The county requests that respondent be found in violation of sections 2-5-72, 3-9-32 sub D, and 3-9-82.1 of the Charlotte County Code, and that they be given 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations or thereafter face a fine of $150 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist, for the entry of a 5-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations, and for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance, and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
Okay. All right, case number COD 14-00870. I find that the evidence supports the charges and find the aforementioned property owner guilty of the violation set forth in the notice of violation. He's hereby ordered to clear the zoning violations 15 days from today, which I will sign the order momentarily. He's hereby assessed $150 per day, continuing until the violation is cured. I'm also ordering a 5-year cease and desist order prohibiting further zoning violations and the requested abatement. Also, that would be pertain to property parcel ID PCH 045-2830-0009. All right, at this time, we call case COD 14-00932, Cheryl Heltzley, Heltzley, Lynn Heltzley, Charles Heltzley, and Lori Heltzley Womble. Property address 21504 Holdern Avenue, Port Charlotte, Florida. Is the county ready to proceed?
Yes, officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Rhonda Leonard, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes.
Do you have any documents in this case?
There are copies of emails I received from Charlotte County Utilities.
I'd like to offer the photographs and emails into evidence at Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
County, there being no objection, County Composite Exhibit number 1 is accepted into evidence.
Property in violation is located at 21504 Holdern Avenue in Port Charlotte. The zoning district's RSF 3.5. On April 18th, I conducted an inspection finding a large pile of yard waste at the curb, not bundled for pickup, a TV, broken doghouse, shopping carts, plastic containers, and assorted other debris. A warning letter was sent to the owners, giving 10 days to comply. I conducted a reinspection on May 6th, finding no change in conditions, and there was also high grass. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on May 15th. On May 28th, I received information from the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office of the residents being unsecured and people living there without water service. Per Charlotte County utility records, water service was disconnected in October of 2013. I conducted an inspection on May 30th, finding the rear door off the hinges and unprotected fascia and soffit. The residence is being occupied without water service. I posted the property as unsafe and unfit for human habitation. Amended notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on June 6th and was served in accordance with Chapter 162 of the Florida statutes by posting on June 9th. On June 30th, I conducted a reinspection, finding little to no change in conditions as evidenced in the photos, and the water was still off. The case was continued to August due to no quorum at the July CEB and was reposted on July 9th. On July 30th, I received an email from Charlotte County Utilities stating the water has not been reestablished, and a site inspection on July 31st found no change in conditions as evidenced in the photographs.
Anything further from the county?
Yes. The county requests that respondent be found in violation of sections 2-5-72, 3-9-32 sub D, and 3-9-82.1 of the Charlotte County Code, sections 108.1, 108.1.3, 108.1.5 sub 9, 108.5, 301.2, 304.2, 304.13, 304.15, 501.2, 505.1, and 505.3 of the International Property Maintenance Code, and that they be given 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations and 30 days to apply for and obtain any necessary permits to bring the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code, or thereafter face a fine of $50 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist, for the entry of a 2-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations, and for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance, and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
Thank you. All right, case number COD 14-00932, Charlotte County v. Heltsey, Heltsley. I find that the evidence supports the charges and the amended notice of violation that exist. I find the respondents guilty as charged. I accept the county's recommendation and hereby order that the respondents are to clear the zoning violations within 15 days. They have 30 days from today to apply and obtain any necessary permits to bring the property into compliance with the International Property Maintenance Code. I'm hereby assessing $50 a day fine with 2-year cease and desist order for any other, including the zoning violations and the requested abatement. Calling case COD 14-01195, estate of Marlene Buffard Ellis, property address 3107 Key Lane.
Officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Rhonda Leonard, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes, they do.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No.
I'd like to offer the photographs into evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
There being no objection, County Composite Exhibit number 1 is marked and admitted into evidence.
Property in violation is located at 3107 Key Lane in Port Charlotte. The owner of record is the estate of Marlene Buffard Ellis, and the zoning district's RSF 3.5. On May 20th, I conducted an inspection, finding the grass near violation again. 3 photos were taken at that time. Case was prepared directly for hearing as a recurring offender due to public nuisance cases in August of 2013 and February in 2014, in which the county abated the violation and liens were placed on the property. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on June 6th and was served in accordance with Chapter 162 of the Florida statutes. I conducted a reinspection on June 26th and, as evidenced in the photos, found no change in conditions. The case was continued to August due to no quorum at the July CEB. I conducted the final inspection on July 30th, and as evidenced in the photographs, the grass remains in violation.
Thank you. Anything else from the county?
County requests that respondent be found in violation of Section 2-5-72 of the Charlotte County Code and be given 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations or thereafter face a fine of $50 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist, for the entry of a 5-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations, and for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance and for the costs of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
Thank you. I find that the county has proved its case that the violation set forth in the amended notice of violation, the notice of violation have been proven. I find the estate of Marlene Buffard Ellis guilty of the charges. I accept the recommendation of the county and hereby order that the respondent has 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations. I hereby assess a $50 a day fine until a matter is brought into compliance. I further order a 5-year cease and desist for the continuance of the zoning violations and the requested abatement. All right, at this time, calling case 8L on the agenda, case COD 14-01420, Yefim Vivotnik and Yulia Levitsky, property address 22043 Hernando Avenue, Port Charlotte, Florida. County ready to proceed?
Officer, please state your name and title for the record.
Rhonda Leonard, Certified Code Compliance Officer for Charlotte County.
Do you have any photographs in this case?
Yes, I do.
Do they fairly and accurately represent the condition of the property as you observed it?
Yes, they do.
Do you have any documents in this case?
No.
I'd like to offer the photographs and evidence as Charlotte County Composite Exhibit 1.
All right, there being no objection, County Composite Exhibit 1 is admitted into evidence.
Property in violation is located at 22043 Hernando Avenue, Port Charlotte, and the zoning district's RSF 3.5. On June 11th, I conducted an inspection finding excessive growth of grass and weeds. 2 photos were taken at that time. The case was prepared directly for hearing as a recurring offender due to public nuisance cases in November of 2012, May of 2013, and September of 2013, in which the county abated the violation and liens were placed on the property. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was sent certified mail on June 19th. Certified mail was returned unclaimed on June 31st. Notice of violation, notice of hearing was served in accordance with Chapter 162 of the Florida statutes by posting on July 8th. I conducted the final inspection on July 30th and, as evidenced in the photos, found the grass remains in violation.
Anything further from the county?
The county requests that respondent be found in violation of Section 2-5-72 of the Charlotte County Code and be given 15 days from the date of this order to clear the zoning violations or thereafter face a fine of $50 per day for each day the violation is shown to exist, for the entry of a 2-year cease and desist order for the zoning violations, and for the matter to be referred to the Board of County Commissioners for abatement in the event of noncompliance and for the cost of any such abatement to be added to the fines.
All right, Charlotte County case COD 14-01420, property owner respondent Botvinnik and Levitsky. I find that the proof has established the violation set forth in the notice of violation. Hereby find the respondents guilty as charged. I accept the recommendation of the county regarding parcel 402214314008. I hereby order that the respondents have 15 days from the date of my order to clear the zoning violations. I further hereby assess a $50 per day charge on the penalty. Further, a 2-year cease and desist is hereby ordered for the continuance of the zoning violations and the requested abatement. Got everything? All right, moving to Article 12 of the agenda. Is there any staff or public comments?
This was a very short agenda. Next month, unfortunately, is not going to be nearly as short, so that's just a heads up to you that there's going to be a high number of cases going next week.
Sure.
Next month, I mean.
And what did you think of the new system where we're getting the orders out? And
I think it's working well. We're going to be reviewing the video of this, the audio of it, to see what's going on. We'll probably have some further discussions with you on the procedure, how we like to proceed, and any changes that we want to make. So I think this actually went very well for a first time. It went pretty smoothly. Thank you very much.
thank you. Any other comment?
Just thank you, sir. You did a wonderful job.
I'm sorry?
You did a wonderful job. Thank you.
Thanks. All right, then we stand adjourned.
Thank you.
Hey, Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done... Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy.
is
You
the
work
first
for
part.
us, Sheriff.
In
Just
keeping
keep that in mind. At one time, we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.